What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, everybody? Hey, hey, how you doing? Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Tim's Tidbits. Hey, if this is your first time tuning into Tim's Tidbit, man, y'all know I want to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in, I still want to say welcome and give you a nice hearty well, thank you for always pulling up the Tim's Tidbit and hanging out with me and my homeboy Spidey back there. Y'all see Spidey over there chilling by the window. Spidey back there chilling by the window, man. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every single day. And I talk about what? The price action. Dealing with the S&P 500, the SPY, the SPX, the ES, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same thing. And we talk about the price action and we try to figure out the most probable thing that the market's going to do for that day, for that week, for that month, for that dispensation in time, if you will. We just try to figure out the most probable direction the market's going to go. Then we take our coins and we put it into an investment based off the probability of the market doing this, and we set our risk and we set our target, and if it hit our risk, we say that just wasn't my trade. If it hit our target, we say it hit my target. We document it. I took this trade because of this, and it did that. It either hit my target or it hit my stop. But either way, we document it and we go back and we learn a lesson. We go back and we study. And I say we because I don't speak French. I say we because we are family. Hey, 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 y'all. I got all my gang here with me. And we trade what we see. Bars. I need to be on Il Jodam next album. Hey, man, all I ask you to do is click the like button, wherever it might be. It might be on this side of your screen. Nope. Yeah, there it is. Hit that like button. That's all I ask you to do. Press the like button so that other people will know that you looked at it. Well, the algos will know that you looked at it and know that you liked it, and they'll show it to other people. That's all I ask you to do. Now, speaking of look at, let's share the screen. Let me get a instance of Al Gore's internet going on over here. Get to my video. Let me share my screen. That handsome guy there, that's me. Hey, let me like my video. Hey, hit the like button. Y'all press the like button for me. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 extremely important links in my description, right? The rest of them, they cool. Spider Gang merch, you can click that link if you want to get you a Spider Gang shirt. We got trade what you see. I got options. I buy them, I sell them. We got I'm not a bull or a bear, I'm a beast. We got discipline over dollars. We got whatever. Just go buy shirts, sweatshirts, all of that. Anyway, this link right here, support my son music. Click that link. That's the most important link in this description. Stream. Matter of fact, if you click on it, it's going to take you to an Apple Music thing right here. Banjo by Il Jodam. Go support my son music. 15 years old, freaking good kid, student athlete, talented young man. Go support my son music. Now, like I was saying, you'll see the first playlist. It says, watch the new ICT Concepts Explain Lingo playlist. What this playlist is comprised of 8 videos that Little Timmy Rogers, I sat down, I made 8 videos explaining the lingo that you would need to understand to be able to trade ICT's concepts, right? This is the lingo portion. This is just a brief introduction of what it is. The overview gives basic lingo that you'll need to know to trade any of these PDAs, PD arrays, if you will. And then 2 through 8 that those are the different PD arrays that you would need to understand and be able to find and know what it is. Sorry for hitting the mic. To be able to trade ICT concepts, right? So, for example, in the mitigation block, I'm only introducing mitigation block. In breakers, I'm only introducing breakers. You get the picture, right? And if you go to any one of these videos, right, let's just say fair value gaps. Click on fair value gaps, right? And if you go to the description, the first link you'll see, it says download slides. Click on download slides. It takes you to a Google Drive folder, and you can download all of the slides for all of the videos that I did. Tim, it was 8 videos in there, but it's 16 slides. You're bright. You're right. You're bright and you're right. Part 2 is out. What is part 2? Part 2 is where we go through the exact same PD arrays, right? Let's go see. Right? If we go back to the second link, it says, watch the new ICT Concepts Explained price action playlist. Now, this playlist is videos 9 through 16. The overview is just telling you what to expect in all of this right here. Watch that one. It's important too. The mitigation blocks. Yes, you're finding mitigation blocks and price action. I'm going through showing you different things that I look for when I'm trying to find the mitigation blocks. We look at the bullish, we look at the bearish. We go through, try to figure out how I look for it in price action. And it's broke down for each PD array. Part 3 coming soon, and it's going to be the strategies version. The series is designed to give you the introduction of the lingo, how to find the PDAs and price action, and how to set up a strategy using the different PD arrays. And it's set up so that if you only want to be a fair value gap trader, you go look at fair value gaps in the lingo, fair value gaps in the price action, and fair value gaps in the strategies playlist, and you block out all the other noise, right? Right now, in your possession, what you have with playlist 1 and playlist 2, you have the ability to go back, start finding this stuff in the price action, and then develop your own trading model right now. You don't have to wait for part 3 to come out. Let me go on full screen. I don't need the screen no more for this. You don't have to wait for part 3 to come out. You have everything you need right now to go back and start back testing this stuff, finding it inside the price action in the past, and then put together your own model right now. Like this morning, I gave an example of having a fair value gap model and a breaker model. I gave 2 different examples this morning on the live. You got everything you need right now to be able to set up your own model right now. But hey, you can stick around until I do part 3, or you can just go back and look at all the ICT videos and put together a model. But just trying to make it easy for the people and help somebody get their aha moment. Let me see who in the chat. What's going on? Here to learn, share. What's going on? Here to learn, share. What's going on here to learn and share? Rhonda Green. Hi. Again, the link is in the chat. Link is in the chat. Link is in the chat. If anybody want to pull up, ask a question, pull up, share anything, pull up, share your thoughts. Just don't pull up and let any birds out of the cage. My sweetie in here. Hey, baby. What's up, everybody? Ann Robinson. What's going on, Valdez? How you doing? Cool it now. Hey, watch out. Speaking of singing, KC, where's the rest of the Sunshine Band? I'm your boogie man. That's what I am. What's up, Callio? Callio. Callio. What's up, Angela? Hold on. Everybody, shh, be quiet. Somebody famous just came in. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing District Attorney Angela Valdez. What's happening, Angela? What's going on? Love her. What's happening, Pamela? Good evening, Tim and Spider Gang. Why did I make Pamela sound like Jessica Rabbit? Good evening, Tim. What's going on, Tranisha? Nice videos, great information. I appreciate that, Tranisha. I be sitting up here late at night doing them videos because I either be sleeping during the day or busy during the day. And then I'll post the video. Man, the other night I posted a video at 2:45 in the morning. While I'm posting the videos, as I'm posting the next video, I'm seeing the videos that I post already starting to get views. I'm like, if y'all don't go to sleep at 2:45 on a Sunday morning, Rhonda Green. Well, hey, wait a minute. I spoke to Rhonda. Hey, Rhonda, don't be double dipping on the hello. What's going on, Mendez? Hello, Anna and Elsa. I can see you jumping. I can see you jumping off the ground. I see you jumping. What's up? Get out the way, notification. This notification popped my way when I was fun to speak to Kirk. What's going on, Kirk Max? Shout out your barber Tim with the Get off my line. They're gonna know right there. They're gonna know right there. What's up, little Hope? What's going on? What's going on? You said one of the people was me on Sunday. Oh, you talking about looking at it up early in the morning. Okay, then. Second round of applause. Okay. Hey, man, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Hey, shout out everybody that tuned in this morning. Shout out everybody that was in the Discord last night. Shout out everybody who, you know what I'm saying, been sitting back looking at these charts and looking at this. Get off my screen. What's all this junk on my screen? Oh, that ain't junk. That's important. That's them slides. Hey, man, y'all go download these slides. I put a lot of work in these slides, man. Look here. Let's click on. We'll see. We'll talk about fair value gaps. Let me look at the work I put in these slides, man. Look at these slides, man. I put in work for this. I give a nice little recap from what we talked about in the lingo playlist. Then I give you a blank canvas to give you an opportunity to go find it for yourself. You ain't got to find the one, and I'm looking for just find one in there because there be multiple instances. And then I pop it up on the screen and show you the annotations, you know what I'm saying, of what I be looking for while it's moving, you know what I'm saying, spell it out. Because of heavy buy-side distribution at candle 2, the high of candle 1 and the low of candle 3 don't share price. Just look at this, man. This is beautiful. Then I show you the fair value gap there. You know, then I go through the bearish version. Same thing. So, man, I put a lot of work. Download them slides, man. I don't care if you just sit it on. I don't care if you just save it on your computer. Download it to make me feel good. Hey, oh yeah, this is what I was saying. Shout out to everybody that been looking at these charts. You know what I'm saying? And just taking a deep dive. While I'm getting over here to look at the ES, but while we going to see the ES, we got to pass by our homegirl house, and we cannot pass by our homegirl house without at least stopping in, saying hello, getting a cup of Kool-Aid, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or something. Y'all know who she is. If you're new here, we wrote a song to her. Y'all want to hear it? Here it go. Spalene, where you at, baby? Here I go. Hey, how you doing? I'm glad that you came through. How you doing, Spalene? Spalene, this is what I was saying. I was saying, we sold off today, and we talked about this. We talked about this last week. Toward the end of the week, we said the market was looking heavy. We was talking about the market was in a premium. It was looking heavy because it was in a premium, right? And it wasn't blasting through these highs up here. We had come up to these highs. We had got to a rejection block. We came back to a daily rejection block. It had a daily rejection block, a 4-hour rejection block, and an hour rejection block, all in the exact same place. We had got there and kind of like hit a brick wall. We wasn't blasting through. So we was like, the market is looking really heavy. It's looking like it want to go down and at least get back down and test these areas right here. Maybe this low, maybe running the sell stops below the consolidation. We talked about all this, talked about how to be beautiful to get back to the monthly equilibrium and take care of this fair value gap and this full gap. We talked about all that. We're like, it'll be beautiful to get down there. You know what I'm saying? And then last night, I posted in the Discord and I shared again this morning about how when we looked at the 3 indices, we saw that on Friday that the ES had taken out the buy side liquidity. It touched it a little bit, didn't really rip through it like the Dow did. The Dow ripped through it, took out the buy side liquidity all the way up to the highs back here on the 1st, right, which was Thursday, right? So we took out Friday's high on the ES, we took out Friday's high on the Dow and Thursday's high, but the NQ failed to take out Friday's high, right? And so we was like, hey, this is usually a precursor to selling. When you're in an extreme premium like this, you're up here, you're in a premium, right? And 2 of the indices have just run buy side liquidity, right? And the 3rd one failed to run it. So we're already up here where the big boys like to sell. So the lack of taking out that Friday's high on the NQ gave us we may start to sell down from here. This may be our clue that it's time to sell. You know what I'm saying? Because we like, okay, the big boys like to sell in the premium. They like to buy in a discount. When is the market going to tip its hand? Is it going to give me a breaking market structure to the downside, like right here? See how we broke structure to the downside? Is it going to give me a breaking market structure to the downside? Is it going to give me some type of divergence? In this case, it gave us both. You know, it gave us both. But this right here was like really what sold it home to me. And that's why I posted it in the Discord. You know what I'm saying? Last night I posted it in the Discord. Hey, this is usually a precursor to selling, right? And today we sold off. We took out Friday's low, right? We took out Friday's low. My target for the sell-off was at least the weekly equilibrium right there, right? So when we hit my target, we was flushing. We was flushing right here. We was flushing. So I said, hey, I'm putting me a stop loss in at my original target, and I'm gonna see where it go. I'm gonna see where it go. Hey, it came back and stopped me out at my original target, but I'm not mad because that was my target. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between being greedy and just forgetting everything that I was going to do and trying to just chase more. Nah, I locked in my profit at my target and I just let it ride. Ain't no different between when you shave and leave a runner. You know what I'm saying? I just choose to lock my profit and see where it go. You know what I'm saying? Because it wouldn't have been no difference if I would have shaved and left runners. My stop loss was going to be in the same spot. You know what I'm saying? So I was just going to, you know what I'm saying, sell, then come back and get stopped out again in the same spot. So it is what it is. You play it how you want to play it. I play it how I want to play it. But this is another example of the stuff that we've been talking about over several days. This is stuff we've been looking at. This is stuff that we've been pointing out, and it's coming to fruition. If y'all remember when I got on the Discord live and I was talking about the market has been phenomenal as far as people who's trying to learn this ICT stuff, and the market has been playing out perfectly. So I just hope that everybody's been like, you know what I'm saying, really reading the price action, really studying, and really paying attention, because the stuff that we've been talking about, it's been playing out to the T. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got no crystal ball. I don't claim to be better than nobody else, but I can honestly say this ICT stuff worked. And I hope that some of y'all are seeing it. I hope y'all seeing it. And it's like I try to do a better job at like pointing it out as it happens. I know we do the weekly wrap up, but I like to point it out as it's happening so that it might help somebody get the aha moment. Just like, I can't remember who the cousin was, I jollipies, but somebody was like, Tim, I saw I saw it so clear today in real time. I can't remember who that was. Somebody hit me up and was like, Tim, I saw it so clear today in real time. And that I be like, that's it. Aha. Aha. And so I try to do a better job at pointing it out when it's happening in real time, because like I say, you see, we got the breaking market structure to the downside right here. The market broke to the downside, had a closure below, right? It broke to the downside. It pushed back up, took out the buy side liquidity right there, right? It broke to the downside, pushed up, took out the buy side liquidity, right? Because we came down, we broke to the downside here, but we wicked back up. We didn't close below it, right? Push back up to a fair value gap right there. Yeah, right. This fair value gap got into some maybe a little bit lower time frame because it went past it a little bit, but still within the range of selling this fair value gap. Dilly-dally, broken structure to the downside, closed below it really well. This is when we came down here and flirted around that Sunday gap down. You know what I'm saying? We hit them PD arrays we talked about over here. Then we pushed back up. This is when the ES took out the buy side. This is when the Dow took out the buy side. And then the NQ failed to take out the buy side. So this was the breaking market structure to show us we going down, right? When we pushed back up and took out this buy side, right? I was like, okay, we took out this sell side. We ricocheted back up, and at the end of the day, we took off and came at this buy side right here. I immediately on Friday, right at the end, right at toward the end, it was about 3:30 when I was going to get the boys. We was taking off. I said, if we come to get this buy side, I'm getting me some puts for next week because that's gonna be a turtle soup. You know what I'm saying? So I set me an order to get in if we got on the charts. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the charts be looking just like this. If we go back to these highs, get me in at this is the price range of these candles on the premium. Get me in anywhere in there. I don't care, because I know this gonna be a turtle soup, right? I got a notification while I was picking the boys up that I was in, right? Then the other night, then last night, I was looking at this right here, and this right here was the confirmation. I said, okay, this usually leads to a sell-off, right? I don't know what it's going to do, but I'm just saying that all the signs are pointing to going down, right? I bought the time just in case it want to run out the buy side first, but all the signs was pointing down at the beginning of the week, right? And here we go. We coming down. Trust the process. Execute when you see it. Risk management in place. Profit target in place. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Now let's look at this price action. Just want to share that thought with y'all. Sometimes I just like to talk, man. I just like to talk. So let's go to when we opened up. I done moved stuff around now, so I got to find where we opened up. Let's go to 15 minutes so I can. These are 60-minute candles. As you see, we did a real good job of making sure we ain't got nothing to go back to. Excuse me, on the 60-minute. This is the only fair value gap that we left right here on the 60-minute, right? Let's check something real quick, because this is equilibrium of the day, right? And if I'm eyeballing this, if we break the days dealing range down into quarters, it's looking like this equilibrium between the premium right there, where we got the premium of the premium and the discount of the premium, that's looking like it's about halfway-ish. Let's check that out. Make sure. Yeah, okay, term snap. So we're gonna go from equilibrium on the day down to the low. Yep, right there. Yep, right there. That fair value gap is sitting right at pretty much right at equilibrium of the discount, right? This is the premium of the day. From here to this high to today's high, which was the high last night after we opened at 6 o'clock, right? To the low at the 1500 candle. That's today's dealing range. That's today's candle, right? This is equilibrium on today's candle. We're in it's a deep discount on the day because we closed down here near the low, right? We're on a deep discount on the day. Power 3 at its best. You know what I'm saying? Opened at the high, sold off, closed near the low. Power 3 at its best, right? Power 3 selling. So now we don't really have any, we don't have, well, there is a fair value gap up here on, but that's way back from the London. But after the New York, Algos was real careful about not leaving any gaps except for right down here, fair value gap on the hourly, and that's right there at the equilibrium of the discount. Right, so that look like it want to come down and try to set a Tuesday low. Look like it want to come down and set a Tuesday low. With Tuesday sell off all day, I don't know, but the way it's trading, it's giving me like, hey, let's go set a Tuesday low. Will it do it during the London? Will it do it during New York? I don't have that answer. I just wait for the market to show me something. I look for an entry. I start looking for the scale, looking for the scale, looking for the scale. Yeah, looking for the scale. But yeah, it's right there at an equilibrium. We got a fair value gap there. We got equilibrium right there. And right now, the market is having a slight reaction to it. Let's see how that play out. Let's go lower on the thing and look at the price action throughout the day. This is the opening candle right here. So this is the opening candle. We opened and we pushed up. We got up to the top of this order block right here. Then we sold off. After that, we came down, had a break in market structure to the downside, came down to the weekly equilibrium, right? This was my target right here. The weekly equilibrium was my target. We came down, we hit it. By the time I came back here, we was in this position right here. This when we were selling off there. We were selling off here, right there. So, but we came down to the weekly equilibrium, wick back up. After the break in market structure, came back up, got this fair value gap, kissed this order block. So we had an order block that it kissed. If you take it right off the touch of the order block, you could have took it off that. You could took it off anything inside the fair value gap on this 15-minute. All of it, the stop loss would have been up here. So anything you took off of here, order block on the touch, fair value gap at the touch or the fill, anything you took on there, the stop loss would have been up there. You would have been in this sell off right there on the 15-minute time frame for today. We had another break in market structure. Left a 15-minute fair value gap there, 15-minute fair value gap, 15-minute fair value gap here. Came back to the bottom fair value gap and then took off. If you was waiting for it to come back to these two, you would have been left. It came back to the bottom fair value gap, and during lunchtime, nobody probably was trading during this time anyway. And then sold off a little, then consolidated a tad bit, and then sold off again at 2 o'clock. And then Bob's your uncle. We got a little order block right here that we came and messed around with. Now, like I said, we done got back up into this fair value gap, and now we're consolidating right here at the equilibrium of the discount. We're consolidating here. You see the market sliding to the right. So we're consolidating right there at the equilibrium of the discount. Let's see how this play out. Let's see if we try to get all the way back up to the day's equilibrium, or will it be happy with the equilibrium of the discount and then push further down. That was kind of quick. Now let's look and see what we got below price. Below price, I've marked out some above price. Don't really have anything outside of this order block right up here that I didn't mark. I probably could mark that, but since it's above equilibrium on the day and above equilibrium on the weekly, I'm going to wait until price gets back above equilibrium before I mark that out, because I don't like having a bunch of junk on there on the chart. You know what I'm saying? Even though I got a lot of junk on there right now, so it's so far away from price right now, I'm gonna wait until we break above equilibrium before I start marking that stuff out in the premium of the day's range. Now below price, we have, of course, today's low. We have an hourly order block right here that I can mark off, that I didn't mark off. It's got a little scrunched up teeny body, but I'll still mark it, even though I got a million other things in there. If the bearishness is to continue, like at least for the first part of tomorrow or tonight, I would expect this little order block that I'm marking out right now to be totally disrespected. I would expect it to be totally disrespected if the bearishness is to continue to make a Tuesday's low, give us a typical a bullish week. I'm sorry, give us a typical bullish week. Order block 60-minute. Okay, right. So if this bearishness is to continue and come down and make the Tuesday's low, give us a typical bullish week where we set the low on Tuesday and then, you know what I'm saying, attack buy side liquidity throughout the rest of the week. We have an hourly breaker that's resting just at the today's low. It's just below today's low. Today we came down. This green line right here, I don't know if y'all can see that green line up under the breaker. Let me stretch this out a little bit. See this dotted green line right below this 60-minute breaker right here. This green box rectangle with the purple dash around it. That's a 60-minute breaker. Any box on my chart that has like a purple dash line around it, that's a breaker. If it's got the same color dash line around it as the filling, that's an order block. And then if it's got like a red line around it, that's some kind of void, either like a full gap down, a volume imbalance, or something like that, right? So we got an hourly breaker here, and then this green dash line, that's the mean threshold for this hourly fair value gap from this 1300 low on 1130, and I mean it's 1300 high on 1130, and this 1500 low on 1130. This hourly fair value gap that's in between there, that's the mean threshold. I didn't put the fair value gap on there because it was so much other stuff that I needed to mark in that area. So I just marked the mean threshold of that fair value gap. We also came down almost to the bottom of a 4-hour fair value gap that's in the same area right here that I've taken off because we went past 50% of it. So I took it off the screen so I can mark some other stuff that I wanted to mark, but it was a 4-hour fair value gap. The bottom of the gap is right here inside this 4-hour breaker. The top of the gap is right up here just above where price is now. So we got down into this 4-hour fair value gap, this hourly fair value gap, whichever time frame you want to give respect to the fair value gap to. And then we had a reaction off of it, started to push back up. We also are pushing back into this right here is a 4-hour fair value gap right there that I will mark out. We got a 4-hour fair value gap right here. So that would be good to get all the way back at least to the weekly equilibrium to, you know, get past the mean threshold of this 4-hour fair value gap right there. It'd be nice to get back up here because that's the daily's equilibrium. That's the weekly equilibrium. It'll be nice to get back to, you know what I'm saying, the daily equilibrium, even feel this fair value gap to get back to this breaking market structure right there, and then continue down if it's to continue to be bearish. That would be nice, healthy price action. Trade back up, get up here and feel this fair value gap, touch this breaking market structure right there, and then come back down because we did get a closure below that. We got a breaking market structure with a closure to the downside. So the market is pointing to like this is where it want to get to these sell side, these sell stops down here. But there's some traffic in between. This hourly order block, this hourly breaker, yeah, it's a little traffic. This 4-hour breaker, that's a little bit heavier traffic to get through. And then this daily order block right here, that's some real traffic to get through, especially when you got a 4-hour order block sitting in the same place. That's some heavy traffic to get through. So, you know, keep in mind, we can very well come down and hit this daily order block right here, and that'll still set a Tuesday low, and we can take back off without even taking out this sell side. I keep all that stuff in mind when I be looking at the price section. I'm not that dude that be like, hey, I knew it was going one direction. I picked the one direction, and like, look here, man. I don't care about being right. Only thing I care about is losing money and making money. What is this I'm marking out? Is it a fair value gap? What is this I'm marking out? Yes, a fair value gap. A 4-hour fair value gap. Yes, okay. I think that's all I got, man. I think that's all I got. Let me see what y'all talk about in the chat. What's up, Benson? When you slid up in here? Why you put fire in the chat here to learn and share? What's up, Deb? What's that? I ain't seen you in a month of Sundays. I see you still looking out the window over the balcony at the ocean. Yes, I'm starting to see it. Oh, congrats. Y'all clap it up for Valdez, man. Clap it up for Valdez. Valdez says she is starting to see it. Aha. Aha. Y'all clap it up for Valdez, man. Fishbone the Great. I have never seen her name before. If this ain't your first time pulling up Fishbone, I jalapies. But I've never seen Fishbone the Great in here. So I want to say welcome. Please hit the like button and subscribe. What you say? Did Tim just say something he likes to? Sometimes he like, man, get off my live, man. What's up, Devario, Towns, Gabriel, even? When you pulled up in here, what's good, my guy? What's up, Stacks? Yep. What's going on, Stacks? Father Legends, salute. May set out till CPI next week. Oh, let's go look at the calendar. Let's go look at the calendar. What'd you say, Stacks? Tim, you were right on with the precursor to selling signal in the Discord. Diverge with NQ. And it's hot too. And it's hot too. Yeah. Appreciate that, Stacks. Who besides my sweetie, who know why I just said and it's hot too when I read Stacks' comment? Somebody put in the chat, besides my sweetie, somebody put in the chat if they know why I said and it's hot too when I just read Stacks' comment. What's up, Lil Hawk? What's going on? Hey, did I talk to you earlier, Lil Hawk? Was you in here? If not, if you were, who cares? What's up? What's going on, Marion? Marion said came in really late. Good evening. Hey, Pootie Tang. Look at Lil Hawk. Look at Lil Hawk in there. Pootie Tang. Yeah, man. Hey, Mary, I just was running my mouth in the beginning trying to encourage people to let them know that, keep doing what you're doing because this stuff works. Don't get discouraged if you can't really see it right now. I try to do my best of pointing it out when it happens. Like when we talking about something and it happened the way we thought it was going to happen, I try to point it out. If we talked about something and it don't happen the way we thought it was, I try to point it out in the hopes to, like, for myself and others to show, okay, we thought it was going to do this, but it did that. Let's go dissect it and see why. You know what I'm saying? Or we thought it was going to do this and it did that. Now let's go back and dissect why it did it. Were we correct? Were we lucky? You know what I'm saying? Just the stuff works, man. It works. Keep trusting the process. Keep studying. You know what I'm saying? Stay disciplined. Stick to the script. And hey, man, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. Tim, real talk. Loving the subscriber growth. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I just want to reach as many cousins as possible, man. That's all I want to do. I just want to reach as many cousins. I ain't got nothing to sell. Well, I do got shirts to sell, but I got shirts to sell because y'all asked for it. I used to just make my shirts for myself. And then people's like, hey, man, how can I get that shirt? You need to open a shop. So I opened the shop. Y'all support the shop. I appreciate that. But hey, man, I don't do this for subscribers. I don't do it for the money. I don't do it for the fame. I don't do it so the industry will know my name. I just want to help somebody get their aha moment, man. And I appreciate every one of y'all for pulling up every single day. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can be doing anything else, but y'all in here listening to a 50-year-old dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, talk about the price action. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. And I just want to encourage you. Let Timmy Rogers still get discouraged. Lil Timmy Rogers still get frustrated. Lil Timmy Rogers still struggle with staying disciplined. So I want to encourage you and let you know that you're not alone. You are not alone. I am here with you. You're not alone, man. Trading is not hard, but it's not easy. It's not hard, but it's not easy. What makes it not easy? Trying to stay disciplined, controlling yourself. Stay in that chair. Stay in that chair. Controlling yourself. That's what makes it not easy. You know what I'm saying? If we were computers, trading would be so easy because we can say, hey, little Timmy Rogers, if price action does this and it does this, then you do this. If it goes against you, get out right now. If it goes your way, get out at this time. Do not be greedy. Do not chase. Enter. And then we would just execute. But since we're people and we have emotions, we be like, is it going to work? Is it going to stop me out? Is it going to hit my profit target? What if it keep going after it hit my profit target? I could make more money. I can get rich faster. We get emotional. We put our feelings into it. That's what makes it hard. Right? It's not hard. But it ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? It ain't easy because we're people. If we were computers, it would be so easy. We could be so profitable. You know why? Because it's just like it's going to work more times than it don't. So if you got the right risk management in place, no matter if you can be a 40% trader, right? Get 4 out of 10 trades right. If you take 10 trades and only win 4, if you're at least going for at least 3 to 1, don't quote me on that math, but if you're going for at least 3 to 1, you can lose most of your trades and still be profitable. Right? But it's going to work more times than it failed. And if you just stay disciplined and execute in accordance to your plan that you've back tested, you've put together, you've put in the hours to put this together. If you just stick to it, you can be successful. But you're going to need encouragement. You're going to need people to pull up and talk to about it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I get on here every day on live. This is the time for you to get your free 101, right? Somebody hit me up the other day, was like, hey, I'm going to get with you on another 101 when you open up your calendar again. This is your opportunity to get you a free 101, right? Because you already know it. I don't want your money. I'll take it if you give it to me. When I open my calendar back up, I already told you I'm doing a 3-tier model, right? First tier is just going to be for traders who just want to chop it up with some like-minded person and confirm what they thinking. The second tier is going to be for people who, they kind of in there, but they want to learn how to either do trade options or futures. Then the third tier is going to be for newbie, and it's going to be like a 3-month thing. You pay once, and then now you got going to do 3 different sessions over at least 3 sessions, might be more, over 3 months, and we're going to start you out from the basics. You're going to learn everything. We're going to set you up with your own model, and then you're going to back test it and test it out to your heart's content. And at the end of the 3 months, hey, you should be fully ready to do whatever you want to do. I'm not going to personally tell you to go live, but it's just going to be a hand-holding type thing. And I'm not a mentor, so it ain't going to be no mentorship. You know what I'm saying? So those going to be the 3 tiers, but I don't want your money because guess what? You already know it. You already know everything you need to know to be profitable. The thing that stops you from being profitable is not being disciplined and not sticking to your risk management and chasing after stuff. That's why you're not profitable. I know. I've been there. I still struggle with it to this day myself. You have to stay. Y'all help me. Y'all help me stay disciplined. Because I can't be getting on here on the weekly wrap up and be like, man, I spiraled out of control, man. Y'all remember that when I told y'all I spiraled the other time? But that was the hardest thing in the world for me to do, to get on here and tell y'all that I spiraled. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, how the big boss dog gonna get on there and talk about he spiraled and he trying to encourage people? Y'all help me, man. Y'all help me. I don't want to get up here in front of y'all to be like, man, I spiraled out of control, man. Because I'm trying to encourage you, to let you know that you already know. You can already do it. I'm just running my mouth, man. I'm finna go eat some. Oh, somebody trying to pull up. What's up, Devario?
What's going on, my guy?
Man, I ain't even know you. How long you been back there? I've been running my mouth.
Hey, man, I'm not gonna interrupt the soliloquy, man. We need.
Man, I'm good. I'm done. I was about to say I'm about to go eat my Chipotle. What's up with you?
Hey, I got a quick question. All right, so I got a cup. I'm trying to figure out, if you don't mind showing me how to change your ATM strategy if you set one and then you want to change it on the position that you got.
You say on if the position already open?
Yeah, I already like say I already got a position on the Russell open already, and I want to change the ATM strategy that I got on it.
On what, Ninja Trader?
Yeah, on Ninja Trader.
Okay, you got it where you can
Yeah, I got it. I went ahead and paid for the lifetime stuff.
Okay, all right. So let's come over here. All right, so the market open, right? Yeah, the market open. Okay,
yeah, you might have to do it on Sim. So
I'm on Sim now. I just switched. Oh, I ain't got my screen up. I'm sorry, I ain't got my screen up. Hold on. Yeah, I just I switched it over to Sim.
Okay.
Right, and then let me drop this down so I can see some small. Okay, so right, let me just let me put this. Let me put Chart Trader back up to make it easier. So I'm just gonna get in my buy market. Okay, so now see I'm in the market right now, right?
Right.
And then it's in there. So it's let me see, you right click on there and it should be a way to, if it don't let you change it like automatically, you can take them off and then like put a different one on. Let me try to see if you, because I know I ain't never tried to change it while it was on there, but like if it's
can you do it under the basic order? You know, like I normally put mine.
You say under the basic order?
Yeah, can you change it on there?
I don't know. Let me see. What's the what you say the basic order thing be? Where was that at? I can't remember that.
I think that was on that like opening screen, like that elongated box.
You talk about the because you use yours a little bit different.
You want me to pull my screen up?
Yeah. You can do that. Let me see. I was trying to see if it was under tools or anything like that.
Okay.
I was trying. Yeah, you can put it up there. But I was trying to see if it was under two, because I know if you got like a position open, you can put it on there. And I don't see. There you go.
All right. So like right here, that I normally put my orders in here.
Oh, new. I was under the wrong thing. So it was under new, and then you hit what you was hitting basic. What is it?
Like I go to basic order and put an order on. So like, you know, I can
basic entry. Okay, yeah. So under basic entry,
so it's like I just like okay. Well, hold up. Let me put this strategy on.
Okay, all right. So basic entry. There you go. I'm looking at it now. Okay,
right. And I'll buy. Order. Okay, so like right here, this is how. Is there a way for me to X this out and reestablish a new ATM strategy?
Yeah, let me see if it worked the same way in here. All right. That's your stop and your target, right?
Right.
Okay, take both of those off.
All right.
Order canceled.
All right, and the position still open, right?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. Okay. Now, like go back to the go to the basic order thing. Oh, no. Go right there. Go right there to the order. Right click on it and go to apply ATM strategy.
That's it.
And then put it on right there. Yeah. Not like I don't know if it'll let you swap it while it's still on there, but now that you got it on there, right click on it again and go back to that same thing and see if it'll let you change it.
Yep.
and go back to the like go on the other screen or put both of them on there. Okay, yeah, just take it off and then just right click and put it on.
Canceled.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know I ain't never tried to do it while it had one on there, but I know like if you hold over the break, it takes those orders off. It'll cancel that stop loss in that target, and then you have to go back and reapply it again if you hold it through the break. You just got to go back and right click on your order and reapply it again.
Okay.
I just ain't know if it'll let you do it while it was still on there. That's the part I ain't know. And it does, but it adds everything to it.
Okay. That's why.
And you don't want to do that. You don't never want to do that, because what it does, you'll have like more orders out there than actual contracts you got. And then when it get to one, it'll get you into an order the wrong way.
Oh, okay.
You follow what I'm saying? Like it like if you put in like a target, you got like a you sell, just say you sell short, and you got a stop loss and you got a target, right? To get out of that, you got to buy it to get out on either side, right? So if you apply an ATM and you got two ATMs on there, now just say if you got one contract, right? Now you're trying to sell two on either side, but you only in one. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it's going to be an order floating out there that's going to eventually get hit and get you into an order the wrong way if you just leave it out there. That's why I say you don't never want to just leave. You want to make sure you only got one target and one stop. Okay. Unless you got multiple contracts and you bracketing it out. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. Cool. That's what I needed, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Ain't no thing, man. You know what it is. You can always pull up.
Definitely. Keep doing your thing, man. I'll holler back at you, bro.
For sure. Hey, it sounds like my brother and my nephew just pulled up, y'all. So we gonna go ahead and call it, so I can eat my burrito real quick, and we can do what we gonna do. I appreciate y'all for always hanging out with me every day, man. Y'all already know what the lick read. Do not put off tomorrow what you can say today. If your loved ones are still here, if your mother is here, your father is here, your adult children, if they still here with us, call them, tell them you love them, call them, tell them you think about, ain't nobody promised tomorrow. Go in there and hug your kids, hug your spouse. If you got pets, hug the little furry little creatures, give them a nuggie, if you will. Don't put off tomorrow what you can say today, man. Don't live with the regret of little Timmy Rogers. I appreciate y'all for always pulling up, man. I appreciate y'all for being dedicated to this thing, man. We learning something that's going to change our life. This going to change the future of our kids. You feel me? Take what you learning every day. I hear with this dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, man. Teach it to your kids, teach it to your friends, and let's build this new Wakanda together, man. I see y'all in the morning at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the overnight price. Action. Till then, man, enjoy your family. I'm gone.